Hi, this is Adam from MakerState, and I'm back with another Scratch Skills video. This video is going to be about dialogue and using these say and think blocks from looks to create some conversations between our sprites. And I'm also going to throw in with this wait block from control, which can be very useful in creating these conversations as well. So let's just look at these top two blocks in looks, say hello for 2 seconds and say hello. Let's pull both of them out onto our scripting area over here. So the difference between these two blocks is that say hello will make our sprite say hello with a speech bubble indefinitely, right? This will go on forever until basically I click this red stop sign to make the reindeer stop saying hello. Say hello for 2 seconds. This block, on the other hand, will allow our reindeer to say hello for 2 seconds, and then the speech bubble goes away. In general, I find this block, the say hello for 2 seconds block, to be much more useful than this normal say block without the time attached to it. So if you might find an instance in which you want to use this block, but going forward, I'm just going to use this say hello for 2 seconds block and create a little conversation using it. The think blocks are similar, except instead of the speech bubble, they create a thought bubble. So these blocks work pretty much exactly the same, except we see the speech bubble for say and the think bubble for hello. And again, the difference between the think and think for 2 seconds is that this think bubble will make our sprite do this indefinitely, and think for 2 seconds will make it happen for 2 seconds and then go away. Okay? Now, it's definitely worth mentioning that we can type our text in here and enter whatever text we want, right? Both for the thing that's going to be said and the amount of time that it's going to be said for. If we want something to be said for 10 seconds, or if we want something to be said for 1 second, or even half a second, right? Those are all options we have, okay? So let's create a little conversation here between these, unlikely, sprites here, this reindeer and this T-Rex, it looks like. So let's say, what are you doing here for 2 seconds? And, we can trigger this by double clicking on it like I've been doing, but what we really want to do is attach an event to this. So I'm going to use this when green flag clicked block, and now click, what are you doing here? There we go, for 2 seconds. Great. So if I wanted my dinosaur to respond to this, I would click my dinosaur to open the dinosaur's script area, and then I could say, when green flag clicked, say for 2 seconds, I was going to ask you the same thing, right? And the problem, though, if I run this, is they're both going to say that at the exact same time. That's not good. So what I want to do is use that wait block that I mentioned before to delay this for 2 seconds. And this way, the dinosaur will wait for 2 seconds. And the reason I'm choosing 2 seconds is that, that's better. The reason I'm choosing 2 seconds is that back at the reindeer, we're asking this initial question for 2 seconds, and then the dinosaur needs to wait for that same amount of time before answering. So let's try this. Great, and this might even look better if I wait 3 seconds, so there's 1 second where no one's saying anything. What are you doing here? Pause. I was going to ask you the same thing. Okay, and now maybe I want the reindeer to respond one more time, okay? So let's think about this. Now we have a total of 5 seconds so far. We've gone 3 seconds and 2 seconds. So let's have the reindeer wait for maybe an additional 4 seconds while the dinosaur responds, and then waiting 1 more second before the reindeer speaks again. And maybe the reindeer will actually think this time. I hope this dinosaur isn't hungry. Okay, and let's try running this. What are you doing here? Pause. I was going to ask you the same thing. Pause. I hope this dinosaur isn't hungry. So here we are using the say blocks, the wait blocks, and the think blocks to create a conversation between two of our sprites. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for this video, but now you've seen how to use some of these blocks together. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you back at the next Scratch Skills video. Bye.